In Israel saying that it does not want war with the Palestinians, that Hamas is the common enemy of both Palestinians and Israelis rather. So what is next in what is now a ground war in Gaza? Avi Dichter is Israel's interior security minister. He joins us live from Tel Aviv. I understand that the delay is significant, so bear with us, folks, as we try to conduct this interview. Good evening to you, sir. The objective that Israel is pushing for now that Israel is on the ground with troops in the air as well, what is the goal?
Well, I would say that we have two objectives that we are going to reach by the end of this special operation. The first one, of course, is a cessation stop of all kind of terror attacks launched from the Gaza Strip, rockets, Katyusha rockets, and any other kind of terror attacks. And that's going to be reached by forcing Hamas to understand that they are responsible for any single rocket that's going to be launched towards Israel. And of course the second objective is to make sure that the continuation of smuggling of weapons, rockets, explosives and others from Egypt into the Gaza Strip is going to be brought to an end by the Egyptian, by any other international involvement, or by the State of Israel concerning the Gaza Strip.
Sir, do you believe that Hamas, which the United States has recognized as a terrorist group, and obviously Israel does as well, can be bombed into submission, in other words, into reason? Do you think there is any amount of casualties that will make it reverse its policy toward Israel or make it want peace with its neighbor, which it refuses to even recognize as a legitimate entity, namely Israel?
Well, Hamas is a terror organization, and the ideology of Hamas cannot be beaten because ideology cannot be beaten. But Hamas terror organization, its leadership in the Gaza Strip and overseas, can be beaten by creating a new level of deterrence in the Gaza Strip and against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. And I wouldn't recommend to see the number of rockets or missiles launched from the Gaza Strip towards Israel. We all understand that more than 400 terrorists got killed, close to 2,000 of them got injured. It's about 10% of the terrorists exist in the Gaza Strip of Hamas terror organization, and I'm sure that the new level of deterrence will bring them to the conclusion to understand that they are responsible for the stop of a full stop of launching terror attacks, same as it happened in Lebanon with Hezbollah. And I'm sure that we all remember the statement given by Hassan Nasrallah at the end of the Lebanese war, when he stated, had I known that that's going to be the Israeli response, I wouldn't have given the order to kidnap the 2 Israeli soldiers at that time.
And so you mentioned the casualty numbers. The latest that we have are over 500 dead, including over 100 reported to be civilians. And I think our viewers understand that Israel does whatever it can to avoid taking out civilian casualties, but Hamas hides behind civilians. Nonetheless, the numbers are significant. At what point have you effectively delivered that message, that rocket fire into Israel will not be tolerated and that a massive response will be unleashed? What do the numbers have to get to before you're there?
Well, there is no limited number. From my point of view, if we have 20,000 terrorists in Gaza Strip, so all of them can be arrested, injured, or killed. They have to be out of order, but I'm not sure that we are going to reach the last terrorist in that barrel of terrorism. But concerned with the innocent people that they are surrounding themselves with those people, I think that we all have watched the TV Palestinian broadcast a few days ago when Israel attacked a mosque in Jabalia refugee camp in Gaza Strip, a mosque that became a warehouse of rockets and explosives. And 3 o'clock in the morning, the Palestinian reporter gave the microphone to a 13-year-old girl that left the house that was destroyed next to that mosque, and told her, you, the girl of 13 years old, you are now on TV worldwide. What do you like to say to the whole world? And she answered loud and clear, Hamas is responsible for what happened to my family. They are responsible for destroying my house. They are responsible for killing my family, and they are responsible for ruining my life. I don't think I have a better answer than she had. Of course, needless to say that the broadcast was cut immediately after that.
Interior Security Minister of Israel, Avi Dichter, thank you so much for being here.